escalating at the moment. People are again trying to flee the country. And the resulting insecurity is permeating and is having impacts on the communities living along the border inside Bangladesh, but also on the Rohingya. As the UN, we will and continue to commit to supporting Bangladesh in hosting close to 1 million people. But there needs to be a political solution. And the states that are involved are the ones that can offer a political dialogue and a political solution. So putting it at the feet of the UN is really not feasible or manageable. And I think I would like to see more engagement, whether it's across the region or globally, to solve what has become a very intractable and violent conflict, and that is having an impact not only on the people in Myanmar, but also in Bangladesh. Thank you.
Thank you. So, yes, I guess the audience is waiting to listen the reflection on to this question. But in addition to what Abir has already said, in fact, I would also like to stress on that very point that considering China's growing role in the global affairs and the region, and including its Belt and Road Initiative. And how does China envision its partnership with Bangladesh and evolving to address regional challenges, including Rohingya crisis, while fostering sustainable development? Please.
Professor Kitmir asked a very challenging question. Actually, it's not related to today's topic. Actually, I guess it gives my chances to speak for. Which were very critical. You know, China is the largest developing country. US is the largest developed country. And China relations with US serve as the most important relations in the world. It will determine the future of the mankind. But definitely there's no deny that we're at a difficult point. But the thing is, China will always persistent as a developing country. China will want stable relations. We want to have normal relations with US. And China will striving for our rights as developing country for development. So our policy based on 3 pursuits, which is normal and very basic pursuit. One is we want our relation is based on mutual respect. The second one is on the peaceful coexistence. And third one is for win-win cooperation. So that is our pursuit. But now for US, that's one question they have to consider. Whether they consider China as an opportunity for the world or for its own development, or consider a threat to its national security. Whether China, as we development, we have a right to development and survival. That is the very critical questions. So now you see, there's a lot of discussion on US. They don't want to contain China. They want to develop normal relations with China. On the other hand, they take so many measures to contain China, scientifically, technologically, and they have so many sanctions. You know, for the Biden authority, so far, within less than 5 years, more than 1,500 Chinese companies are already in the different list of the sanctions. So how come? You know, I don't understand why China to be treated like this. Like Huawei, which is very successful and is contributed so much for Bangladesh, for telecommunication. It is also on the blacklist. I don't know, so far they didn't come up with any concrete proof that Huawei poses national threats to US. So China, we're ready. We'll do whatever we could to normalize relations with US. The US have considered And the second one, I believe, is very critical, is the Taiwan issue. Whether they really respect their commitment. During the time of establishment of relations, there's commitment on US side that they acknowledge both sides consider they're part of China. So that is a commitment, but now it seems they are going away from that commitment. So that's something US have to consider. Anyway, it is still my hope and expectations that for the better future of the mankind, for the better future of the world order, US will respect China. And we have a lot of consensus meetings among the leaders. There's a sort of a decision that we will continue our cooperation. These decisions and consensus can be materialized. And we really want to see a normal and stabilized China-Bangladesh relation, since it's not only related to the future of both countries, but also related to the future of the world. And the second one, regarding the repatriation of the Rohingyas. We fully sympathize the sacrifice and the cost paid by the Bangladesh side. The thanks for the brave decision by Honorable Prime Minister there to shelter the almost 1 million Rohingyas come over to the Bangladesh. And you have taken actual efforts to provide them basic needs together with international donors and international communities. But it cannot last forever. We have to find a solution, and the only solution is repatriation. So China will always play our role. I can tell you, last year we faced a historical opportunity to start with the pilot project, or the first batch of repatriation. We have worked very closely with Bangladesh and Myanmar. And I can tell you, as ambassador to Bangladesh, half of my time and energy spent on repatriation. But something is beyond our capacity. That is the conflict inside Myanmar, especially in Rakhine states. So the situation has dramatically changed, and the warfare still carry on. So for the repatriation, the topmost concern is safety. It is a #1 precondition. So we have ensured the repatriation based on safety, on dignity, and it will be a sustainable one. So we have now we have to wait for the end of the conflict. And China will play our role. We are already working on both sides. I mean, either from Myanmar side or the ethnic minority armed group. We are working on them. We're trying to bring them together on negotiations to find a political solution. Our efforts is carrying on. We see some positive development, but it is far from enough to realize a ceasefire, especially in Rakhine states. I believe China will play our share, but our efforts is not enough. We need the common joint efforts by all the stakeholders, including United Nations, including other partners. So it is the task faced by all of us. So hopefully, with our joint efforts, we can see the ceasefire take place inside Myanmar sometime this year, which paves the way so we can restart all the efforts for the repatriation. So in spite of difficulties, China will never hesitate. China will never falter. China will carry on to push forward repatriation. Thank you.
Thank you. So we are also hoping for